So on the first part of our lessons, we do one formulas and show our disciplines at the platform of Moodle on the site of Cartidu.ua, and we do next our formulas now. Please ask me, do you can see and hear me, please? Maybe plus or say it.
Yes, we can see and hear you well.
All is okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, okay. So the next our formulas, it is 1.4. Now we can look it. We was decided how much time we need that duration of one trip. One trip in hours for our part of cargo from point A to point B. No, it is as example in our task. So we write on the down T with index pair and use the next our information about L. We already used it. It is distance in kilometers. We used the same L, which we used on the formulas 1.5. Also write the number of your variant, L the distance. If you can look now in these formulas, we can show in the table 1.1, it is transportation distance. It is the second line in our table. For example, for first variance, it is 25 kilometers and the next of other variants.
May I ask
So
a
we
question
use,
regarding Formula 1.5? What is
yes.
the value of the empty distance covered by the car, distance covered by the car in empty state in the table? Because I couldn't get it
First
first.
distance we can find on the table 1.1 and the next L, it is the same because from point B to point A we are going empty cargo, yes, and so we use the same
So
L,
it's just the same. Okay.
the same, yes.
Okay, thanks. Thanks.
Mhm. So we use the next our where with special index tag. We decided it already, so we use it means it is our formula 1.5. Put it here, our where. It is our speed of the vehicle on our transportation distance, yes. And after it, we need to find what means B. It is, we can show it here, vehicle mileage utilization rate. And find it on our variant, it's the table 1.1. So it is vehicle mileage utilization rate, find it. And it is maybe not without some kilometers or hours. It is maybe as index we used it. Так, vehicle mileage. Load capacity. So it is our vehicle load capacity as our table. It is the third line from up of our table. For example, for variant 1, it is 7.5. For variant second, it is 12, H, 6, and other means. Please use it in your formulas. And the last, have some question, please ask it.
But in the table ниже там же написано Wellius utilization rate, not this. Millias, да, utilization rate. 0,5, 0,6.
Так, what is mileage utilization
Yes.
rate? Oh, mileage utilization rate. Yes, maybe it is it. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Тобто це писати так? Значення?
Так. Yes,
Thank
it is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 line from down of our table. Yes, and the last in our formulas, it is plus G with special index, and we can look what it means. It is duration of loading and unloading of the vehicle in hours. So we find it in our table, maybe. Duration of loading and unloading of the vehicle. We can duration of cargo operation and duration of the car movement per trip and duration of the car. Maybe I think it is duration of the car. It is all time when car transport can work. Duration on one trip, loading and unloading. It is
Maybe
all time.
Maybe
Mhm.
separate.
Maybe it's cargo operation.
Yeah.
Time. Так. No, it is all time when the car can work in hours because it is loading and unloading all time.
But it's only loading and unloading. I think it doesn't count the trip.
Loading capacity utilization rate we have, yes, and find unloading, maybe no.
Вибачте, будь ласка, так що останнє тип це означає? Я не зовсім зрозуміла.
Так, duration of loading and unloading. I propose you to use duration of the car all time because our car going from A to B, for example, if we say about some marshruts and in loading position and another unloading position, I think we need to use duration of the car. It is all time when the car can work. It is the 1, 4, 3.
Можна я скажу?
5 line.
Вибачте,
Please.
що українською я не зможу зараз це все англійською сказати, тому що
Okay.
мені здається, це cargo operations, тому що це вивантаження, завантаження, а то робота машини в цілому, мені здається, там, напевно, вона далі буде використовуватися.
Yes,
Це
we
моя
also
думка.
use this time. Yes, duration of the trip, for example. Yes, we have sometimes. And here, operation per day hours, durance of the car per days, TPL. One moment. Cargo vehicle hours out, duration of the car on the trip, duration of the car, vehicle load capacity. Okay, which means you propose to use, for example? It is some practical tasks on our lessons.
Probably duration of cargo operations. Because it's operations with cargo while loading or unloading.
Cargo operations, it is not the second. Duration of the cargo operation in hours. It is all operations we need. So this table we also use for the next task also, and some appointment can be from here. Duration of loading and loader hours. So we have duration of cargo operations. It is means all operations here. So maybe we need to use it. And as the next, we have hours, the duration of one trip. Then, maybe yes, because we have the time on all marshruts, what we decided here, and plus the cargo operations. Maybe yes, you are right. Duration of the cargo operation, yes. So we use the second line down from our table 1.1. So if you have first variant, we use 0.2, second variant 0.3, and other. Thank you very much. You are very activities in our practicals. Yes. So decided, and we have the G with index paid is duration of one trip in hours. So we write, for example, 2 hours, yes, or leave 2 after points, or 1 means after points, for example.
Вибачте, будь ласка, мені потрібно від'єднатися, щось дуже погано зі здоров'ям. Вибачте. Тихого дня всім.
Бережіть себе добре, добре. Так. Okay, the next our formulas, 1.4 we decided, and the next 1.3. We are going to the first part of our task. So we can look here that when calculation the total number of calendar days, we have 365 days in every year. If we decided holidays, weekends, and other days, for example, we can to look each near 8 days in the year. It is some holidays. And 52 days in the year, it is weekends. So after transport to work, near 35 days in the week. So we use this information in our next formulas and write that the index sum pair with index pair and use this time. We have T big, it is duration of the cooperation per day, per day, and we have T with index maybe the same, PL, but I don't correctly rewrite it here. Excuse me, so we use our times in one day to this day and have that with index pair.
Repeat, please.
Okay, T big is the duration of the car operation per day. It is only one day. For example, today a car company can work near 8 or 12 hours. We can look it in our table 1. Our table 1, and it is about duration of the car. We can see that first, second variants and to 5 variants have, it means 8 hours in the day. So we use H. If you variant from 6 to 10 for our groups, we can use 12 hours on the day. It is
This is-
up our line.
Yep.
It up. And on the down part, we can write 30 or 305 days. And we can to put some index, which means how many can works during the year, our company.
Тобто
Ні.
duration of the car operation, так, наше значення ділимо на 305 днів. Вірно?
Yes.
Ні,
On
ні.
35 days.
Вибачте, ви не праві.
No, okay.
Тому що нижній індекс ми порахували тільки що в 1,4 формулі, а
Oh, you are
305
very
днів,
careful.
а 305 днів
Окей.
використовується в наступній формулі.
Log
дякую.
an hour. So we can to see, yes, you are right. To use it means in our forms 1.4. So we use it here. You are very careful. Okay, decided this index Z with index pair. That means 1 minute, I find it here. It is the number of trips of the car with cargo per day. So if we decided and it is not one, we can do bigger, to contain it to bigger part. For example, you have 1.3. For example, it means that we can't use only one car. It is not enough for us, so we can to do each near 2 cars, for example. If you have 3.5, you also to do it in bigger part to 3 cars, for example. And also, if you have very little part, for example, 0.001, for example, it is also okay, and you do it to up part to 1 car. Okay. I think you decided it, and we can to do the next our formulas. It is 1.2. It is W. What it means? It is performance of the vehicle for the billing period. We have it in kilometers in hours. And if decided, we write in our documents, yes, or in our paper, W, and the first part of our formulas, it is Q with index A. It is carrying capacity of the vehicle. We have it is in ton, and find in our table by our variant, 1 minute. It is volume transportation, and be careful because in our forms we use it in ton. Here we can see that it is 1,000 tons per year. So if you have first variant, we use, for example, 40 and write thousands, 30, for example, or 1,000 tons, write it. And use it when you decided. If you have a second variant, you write 45,000 tons. No,
We are
and the
talking
next.
regarding the formula 1.2.
Yes, we do it 1.42.
Then I
Already.
believe you are wrong because we should use other value, which is called vehicle load capacity.
You're very, very careful. It is in our year specified volume of transportations in all year. Yes. Oh, it is very good works your groups because in other groups sometimes we redecided it because students not very carefully. So it is good. Okay, we can see that our first formulas in our methodix box, we can show that it is about all year. It is Q all year. But the carrying capacity of the vehicle, it is on the cargo, for example, yes. So we find it. 1 minute, carrying capacity of the vehicle, and find it. Yes, and we can show it is vehicle load capacity in tons on one cargo. It is third line up from our table. And use means for your variant. It is here. I think you find it. Okay. And the next, it is special index K with index B. It is the load capacity utilization rate. We don't use this. And find it. And find it is load capacity utilization rate. This index not bigger than 1. So if you have first variant, you have 0.8, second variant 0.7, third variant 0.8, no, and other, I can find it. It is 4 line up from our table. Please find your. Okay. The next, it is our L. We used it already in our formulas. But I maybe show it in the table. It is more correctly. It is transportation distance. It is our second line in our table up. For example, 25 kilometers for first variant and other. Yes, we find it, I think. And the next, it is Z with index special. We decided it as formula 1.3. I will not mistake. But you may be not so careful all time. And the last in our formulas, it is T with index PL. We find it that it is the planned number of days of operation of the car for the billing period. So we can to find it here. Here we use Ukrainian letters. I don't write it here. And now we use 305 days. Decided it for your variants. And we do our last formulas to our lessons today. And it was finished. It will finished our task. Now we do our last formulas and we finished our task because already time. So the lection materials we do in the next our practical lessons and maybe writing or maybe you say me. I think about it. How is better and useful for you. Okay, our last formulas, it is very short. We write A. It is the number of transport we need to transportation our part of goods. So we use Q. Q big, it is the specified volume of transportation on the whole year. It is very big means we find it here. It is the first line in our table, volume transportation, and be careful that we write 30 after this. So if you have first variant, it is 40,000 tons on the year, or 45,000 tons on the year. Find your means.
Тобто ми
Yes,
зараз вирішуємо першу формулу, так?
yes.
Дякую.
Our
Дякую.
first formulas in our methodics, but it is last for us today. Yes, we find it, and the next in our formula 1.1, it is a transportation distance. We use it in our formulas 1.2, so you can find it on your variant here. It will be better. And in the down, we use the result decided of our formula 1.2. Okay, do it. And we can to see how many cars we need to transportation our volumes of goods on your variant. So it will be, for example, 4 cars or 5 cars. So in bigger part, we do this means. For example, you have 3.5, so we need 4 cars. You write it on your documents or in your list on the paper. And you can find, for example, 1.3. So 1 car it is not enough for us, and we need to use 2 cars on the bigger part. So it is all on the lessons today, and we finished it. If you have some question, you can write me on the mail, on the Viber, Telegrams, for example, any messaging, yes, and in our platform Moodle also. So I stop our demonstration. So it is all today, so maybe we finished. Have a good day, save yourself, and goodbye.